Let me know. Let me know. All right. Oh, this ain't no radio show today. What's up, fam? Do you realize this time next week, we will have played the Kansas City Chiefs just to get a little litmus test on just how good we're doing? Because right now, it looks too damn good. Wait a minute. I feel like I need to holler. Niners! Man, yesterday's exhibition out at Levi's Stadium. Oh, so many things I want to mention. Let me tell you though, if you're watching on YouTube right now and you want to get involved in the show, because as you can see on the screen, you can get on in this show. Now that's called Zoom In. You'll need the Zoom In app. Go ahead and get that while I'm telling you right now. Phone in. You can still phone in if you're shy and walk around the house dressed in women's clothes. That's your business. It's okay with me. You can phone in. In fact, if you do have a thing about wearing women's clothes, please do Zoom in. No, wait. 49er fans don't have issues as such. Also, I gotta say, the phone and PIN number will be found in the app. So if you don't have the Ronbo Sports app, you need to get that first, and all the instructions are right in there for you. All right. Also, let me get this straight right now, because people be getting on my case because the views and opinions of others. So this is the views and opinions of the guests on Ronbo Sports do not necessarily reflect those of Ronbo Sports. All right. This channel seeks to provide a platform and venue for all members of the Niner Empire, while promoting free and unabridged dialogue for all those that have something they want to address and reach out towards the 49er fan base, your brothers and sisters. And listen, I have to say this every week, you can go into the chat room and you can talk to people like a dog. I don't have a problem with that. They'll probably dog you back. Racism, though, we will not have nobody calling nobody out their colors, okay? You cannot call anybody any racist names. We will boot you quickly. And we got several bad dudes. We may send them over to your house, okay? So don't do that. I tell you right now. Hey, headlines real quick. Malcolm Smith goes down with a pectoral injury, and people are not taking that right. I think it's a little cold. All right, Reuben Foster was going to get some playing time no matter whether Malcolm Smith went down or not. Let us not stoop to that level. I mean, if you want to, okay, but I'm just saying, it looks bad, fam. That boy was going to be able to play all right. Reuben was going to get in. All right, let's wish him well. All right. And also, Ray Ray Armstrong is probably going to be involved in the mix. Because Reuben is, as good as Reuben is looking right now, he still has little things he needs to clean up, a little rough around the edges. Because he's a really, I mean, this dude is an energizer. He is the energizer, buddy. Or better yet, as Kyle Shanahan's kid says, it looks like the water boy out there. And so, Reuben's got to be alert for some other things, because they can take advantage of that. It's like Shanahan said, Reuben bit on a couple of plays that he should have stayed back because they were waiting for him to charge in, and they could have just shot a pass right over his head. He's got to watch out for that kind of thing. He's watching film, though. He's learning all that. Joshua Garnett, it's a procedure to clean out his knee. I understand it's not a repair. So he should be back. Starting now, he's got 4 to 6 weeks. Joshua can be back by Thursday Night Football, actually. He could be back, right? And I'm telling you right now, Brian, do you know Brian Hoyer has thrown 1 INT since he's been in camp? Did you watch the game yesterday? This is what I'm saying. Brian Hoyer is throwing dimes, one after another. He's going deep. Marquise Goodwin is loving him. I mean, Aldrick Robinson, they're loving him. And Marquise Goodwin, I've been talking to people about, man, Marquise Goodwin's doing good because the secondary stinks. Listen, let me explain something to you. Remember the beginning of the season when the defense was just beating up on the offense? They was just beating their ass on a daily basis. See, this is why you had to know Shanahan was going to ruin that at some point. Everybody is not Shanahan, though. The defense will be fine. And I got news for you, too. Marquise Goodwin, our guys aren't the only guys who get abused. Fortunately for us, there's not a lot of Marquise Goodwins all over the league that are being tutored by Kyle Shanahan. So our guys are getting tough just dealing with Marquise. So by the time we play anybody else, now look out for Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill in Kansas City will be an ultimate test because they have been dealing with Marquise for months. Watch Tyreek Hill get shut down next week. Watch, see. Iron sharpens iron. Let's go to the phone. Oh, CJ Beathard. Matt Breida. Matt. Any of these people you want to talk about, bring it. Bring it. Bring it. Who we got first? Let me go to Kenny. Kenny's back on the West Coast. Kenneth.
What up, Ronbo?
Man, I tell you what, I'm just so juiced about what I'm seeing so far. I can't wait till Kansas City. That's going to be the real test. I just hope we don't beat them up too bad because it looks foolish. You don't want to beat a team up in preseason. Just lay it on them a little bit, you know? What do you think about Kenny?
I'm just pumped up, ready to go. I'm just waiting.
So listen, are you upset or excited? I need to ask everybody about this. Are you upset or excited about Malcolm Smith going down so Reuben Foster can come in and hurt and get in the game? Or do you feel bad about that?
I was a little upset at first because he is a good player, but not. I don't know. I want to see Reuben Foster get up there. I seen them put Reuben Foster with the first team in practice, and he did outstanding. So
yeah,
looked up to see that.
He is going to be, and it ain't going to take him long either. You know what? I just worry. Reuben Foster just got out there. He hasn't even been working out with the guys all season long, and he comes out there and playing like he's back at Bama. It's like he just segued right on in. Like, I never quit playing. I was playing with y'all. I was out here at nighttime when y'all didn't even know about it, doing whatever I wanted to do. Because you know how they made him behave and don't get involved with the drills and things like that. So he's shocking, man.
Yeah, I'm excited though, man. That actually puts Reuben in the spotlight. So I mean, he's going to get in there and go. So I think that might be good for him.
You see an INT? You see an INT versus the Panthers?
Yeah. If he's that good, man, why not put him in there on the first team? So, he's why wait? First rounder.
I figure they're probably going to start Ray Ray and bring Reuben in as often as possible. But, I agree. Don't make him wait. He's going to start eventually anyway. Nobody's going to stop him. So, may as well. Yeah.
When I first zoomed in, I almost pulled a Paul on you guys. The guy from New Jersey. I had no shirt on. I was like, I gotta get dressed. Everybody can start calling me Paul.
You gotta enjoy Paul's tats, man. Dude is cool.
Yeah.
Paul is like the macho man of New Jersey, man. You gotta love it.
Yeah, I enjoy everybody on the show, man. Everybody that calls in on the show and chats, does their Zoom thing, I appreciate every bit of it. This offseason has been the funnest offseason I ever had in Niner Empire. I mean, this best year I ever had as a Niner fan.
Yeah, delighted to hear that, Kenny.
And it's coming off a 2-14 season, so.
Oh, I know, huh? Like we got a right to be smiling.
Toby, Trez, all them guys, man. Everybody. Sohel, Niner Inc., all you guys, man. Thank you, man. I love it. Every day, 7 o'clock.
Red Gold Radio is what he's talking about. Hey, remember, Sohel's changed his name to the Iron Sheik. In fact, we gotta get you a WWE name too at some point.
Me?
Yeah, oh yeah. Everybody's gotta have a WWE.
Oh, Macho Man Randy Savage.
Yeah, one of my faves.
Randy Savage, baby.
Hey, we got a Heartbreak Kid. Somebody's got to represent. You can't see me. Somebody's got to do Cena sooner or later, because Cena kills me, man. Cena brings me to tears laughing, man. That dude is, so
Yeah, hey. I go to these concerts, and my nickname at the concerts in the mosh pit is Randy Savage. My buddy's name is Bruce Beefcake.
Bruce. See, some of the best stars in WWE, all of them, the names come to. Nobody, the guys nowadays are okay, but WWE was 2000, from 2000 on to about 6 or 7 years. Now everybody's too cool, they're too acrobatic. There's no big muscle guys out there now. They're all athletic, so it's okay. But I think the Undertaker retired. Look at us. Look, we're doing a WWE. We're supposed to be doing 49er football. Kenny, let me talk to you later, man. Good stuff.
All right.
Thanks, bro.
Yep. Go Niners, baby.
Yeah. Let's go check out JD. JD of Hawk Hater TV. JD. See if I can find him.
How you doing, man?
Doing all right, JD. Good to hear from you, man, because we've been knowing each other for a long time, but we just haven't gotten together. Here's JD. If you haven't checked out Hawk Hater TV yet, you got to do so. Hawk Hater YouTube, Hawk Hater TV. That's why I appreciate you when I first met, seen your name, man. Hawk Hater. This is my kind of people.
Yes, sir, man. Hey, I just wanted to call in and talk about the training camp practice yesterday at Lehigh Stadium. I was down there and had a great time.
Please, tell us about it, man.
Well, I live in Sacramento, and I took the Amtrak down there, met up with some boys down there, had a good time. And like what I saw at the practice, man, for the first time in forever, we actually have some speed at receiver. Like, we're looking dangerous, and it's just so refreshing to watch. Like, Trent Taylor shaking people out of their shoes, and Marquise Goodwin just doing his thing. And Brian Hoyer, like, me and my buddy were sitting there, and we watched Brian Hoyer throw a 15-yard out route on a rope, and we're just like, when was the last time we've seen that? It's just crazy. Like, it's so refreshing to see offensive football come back to the Bay Area, man. But I had a great time at the practice. Free food, free drinks. I mean, the Niners did it up right, and the fans were excited. You could feel the energy in the stadium, and I had a great time during, for sure.
Tell you, man, it's the spirit. Steve Young's been asking for this for how long? Steve Young said, do not bring another defensive-minded coach in there. Get some offense going. Bring the real tradition back. And I think that's what's going on right now, man. It's getting ready to go in that direction. We got a good defense, but we got to have an O.
Yep, man, and it just looked really good to see the team going at it and seeing the young guys going and just the energy in the stadium was something I haven't felt in a long time. And Ronbo, real quick, I mentioned this to you earlier. I wanted to share a little story about me, that I had from the practice yesterday. After the practice, I'm walking back to the Amtrak station, which is right behind the stadium, right?
Uh-huh.
And I got a little time to kill, and so I just start walking around. And keep in mind, I'm behind the stadium, and so I'm walking around, and I end up next door, which is at the rear of the 49ers practice facility and right at the rear exit to the players' parking lot. And I'm hanging out back there, and I run into a couple Niner fans that are back there, 2-3 guys, and they're like, yeah, we've been getting some autographs. The players have been coming and going, and, a lot of guys are signing. Why don't you hang out? And I'm like, cool, I'll stick around. And I'm glad I did because I ended up meeting a ton of players. I only had my hat that I was wearing to get signed because I didn't come prepared. I didn't expect to get any autographs. But a lot of guys were signing autographs. I mean, guys like Jimmy Ward, Zane Beadle, C.J. Beathard, George Kittle, a lot of guys. And the 3 autographs that I got on my hat were Joe Staley.
All right.
Solomon Thomas.
Whoa.
And Coach Kyle Shanahan.
Whoa! Dude.
So, it was awesome, man. They were all really nice guys. I mean, they were all really gracious to stop and sign. And Coach Shanahan, man, I mean, he was just really, really gracious with the fans and his time and was just talking with us and wasn't in any hurry. And he signed autographs. And, I mean, it was a really crazy experience. I didn't expect that to happen. And, man, it just made yesterday even sweeter.
Tell you, man, there's a culture change going on in Santa Clara right now, JD. Can you imagine Trent Baalke? Trent would have ran by you real quickly.
Yeah. Trent definitely, he would have. He would probably would have tried to run me over or something. I don't know.
Get out of the way.
But the only guy that didn't stop and was kind of cold about it was Eric Reed. Actually, he didn't even, like, a lot of the players, even if they couldn't sign, if they didn't want to sign, they would kind of wave like, hey, sorry I can't sign, but hey, how are you guys doing? Eric Reed was just zooming in and out, wasn't even looking over, like he didn't want anything to do with it. But a lot of the guys were really nice. Solomon Thomas was great. Joe Staley was great. And Coach Shanahan, again, I mean, I am so impressed with him, and even more so after meeting him. So.
Wow, what an experience, huh? And with Eric Reed, he got abused by Cole Hicatini during the game. Maybe he's a little still worried about that. So,
Hey, he was out there laying the wood, man, in that practice.
I know, I was kidding. I saw him on several plays. He looks like the Eric Reed of old. The guys, you saw his picture up in the rafters, right? Eric's feeling like he's been honored now. When you get your picture put up in the rafters, you are special. So they got him posted up and decorations around the stadium.
Yeah, and, he's in a contract year, so he's got to ball out this year. I mean, he's got no excuses. He just needs to watch that head of his, no more concussions, and I think he'll have a good year.
Yeah, I know. That worries me, man. Eric, not another concussion, man, because if he does, he'd have to really reel it in. Then he'd have to make a decision as to whether he's going to stay with the NFL or not. Because, I mean, your health is really at stake then. So, well, JD, I'll tell you what, man, I really appreciate you calling in, buddy. Let's get together later. Hey, JD, listen, are you on Facebook or anything?
Yeah. I'll hit you up on Facebook or Twitter or something. We'll link up and we'll figure something out.
Yeah, let me so we can get in contact and stay that way. Okay. Talk to you later, JD. Appreciate you.
All right. Go Niners, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, Emilio. Yo, Emilio got a freeze frame. We got to get a third freeze frame for Emilio. This is good. Keep that other one up there, too. Emilio, we got you, like, posted up sideways there on the other one, too. Emilio.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, it's just like an avatar then. Emilio, what's up, man? We're talking about losing Malcolm Smith. We're talking about Joshua Garnett, Breida, anything else you want to throw in there. And Emilio, you know what's so funny about it? Emilio lives over in East Bay. He knows how Raider fans felt about Malcolm Smith. Did we lose anybody in losing Malcolm Smith, Emilio? From what you heard.
I mean, we did lose the start, but, like you've been talking and just overhearing this, Reuben, our prospect anyways. So he's going to be the future anyways of whatever's out there, whatever's going on. It's just, I mean, you kind of got to look at it. I mean, it's a good thing he's going to get to start because, I mean, it's the same thing Willis. Willis' first year started playing. He started his first year.
True.
So if he can prove himself, it's been the best way to do it, especially under Navarro and Ahmad Brooks and whoever else, whatever veterans we got, it would help him out.
So true. He's surrounded, man. He's surrounded by stars. Doomerville's there to help him out. Oh, man. This is perfect timing for him.
Yeah, just wait for Friday, see what's going on. Just see what they can do on Friday.
Hey, wait, is that game on? That game's on a Friday. That's right. Yeah. We ain't even got to wait that long. Good, because I was hoping it wasn't on the weekend. This is that.
Since Friday, just got to see what's going on with this team, just to see if we got some potential to really start winning some games.
Yeah, and I want to see the offensive line. I hope that put that offensive line in for starters, because that is the only position on the field that I'm still worried about is how that O-line is going to connect and how they can do with But Shanahan protects his players with them big rollouts and play action. The offensive line plays a role, but your quarterback is not all that much in danger, and they can't blow up plays so easily. So we'll see.
Well, I still want to see what the run game can do. That's still kind of iffy. Besides the receivers, they're doing pretty good. It looks like Boyer's doing his thing. It's just the running game is really the next big thing to see what's going on. Because if we can't get the running game,
I know, then everything else gets stopped.
Everything gets stopped, and then you can't really win a game with half an offense.
No. You got Bobby Turner and you got Kyle out there. There's going to be a running game. If anything, it'll end up being the strongest thing the 49ers got. Watch, see. Because Carlos is acting like he can hit the corners now and around the edge. If he can run the outside zone, and I believe Breida is going to be a force. Joe Williams is inconsistent, so I'm not sure what's going on with him, but,
Well, just Carlos Hyde wasn't his problem with that. He can't run the ball. He can run the ball. It's just his problem is staying healthy.
That's another story.
That's the main concern with him. If he can stay healthy, then we got a running back. Like I said, I've always liked Hyde, but if he keeps getting injured, you just might as well get him, let him go, and get a new running back.
Emilio for GM. Now, you know what? And in fact, I think Bobby Turner may have taught him a few things. He may be able to avoid injury. They're taking some physicalness away from his game. Carlos is going to have to learn to hit holes now and stop going through people. He can knock a man out downfield, but initially at the line of contact, the point of impact, he is supposed to be looking for a crease. So that may make a difference. So he may not get hurt so regularly. You got to hope for him.
It ain't nothing wrong with running somebody over. It's just don't get hurt when you're doing that. Like I said, you got to look at Lynch. Lynch was running people over. You got Jerome Bettis, big-ass motherfucker running people over too.
Yeah, but look at Lynch now. They almost had him he was almost in the hospital with his back in traction. See, you can only do that so many times because you need to be a more finesse runner. You know, it helps you to last a little longer. It's good to run through tackles.
It's good if you can do both. You like,
let's
say Barry Sanders and Jerome Bettis mixed into one. That'd be great.
Ooh. Mr. Elusive, and then if you do catch him, but Sanders was strong too. When you hit him around the waist, he was really strong in the leg area. Guys would be flung off too. So he was a combination of Bettis and himself. So that's true. You know.
We just need to make sure that Hyde is just like Gore, be able to, no matter what he did, be able to get 1,000 yards every year
and play through pain. Because you know what, reports are that Frankie Gore used to be in pain very often, but he's just that kind of warrior. Frankie says, if I can walk, I can play. All right, so we're gonna see him in a few weeks too, Gene. Hey, Emilio, what we gonna do, man? Are they gonna take Frankie down? Because I got a feeling ain't going to be no love for Frankie on that game. Because by the time that's game week 5. Oh,
hey.
God.
So, hey, like I say, still like Gore, but hey, we got to win the point is to win the game, no matter who's on the team. No matter if we played a whole bunch of ex-players, that don't matter. The point is to win the game.
If you win,
who's on the team or who's on what team.
If you wear the wrong uniform.
At the end of 60 minutes.
Yeah, you wear the wrong uniform, you going down. Emilio, appreciate you, man. Go ahead and enjoy the rest of that day, man. We got a house full all of a sudden. So I'm going to talk to you later, huh?
All
right, Emilio. And we go to area code is 916 in Sacramento.
And you already know this is Ronbo. They can't keep me down, Ronbo. They can't keep me down.
Toby's coming in incognito tonight. I didn't even know who that was. T! Did you enjoy that game yesterday?
Yeah. Ronbo, man, it was so much going on, and man, I was supposed to zoom in, and it's a whole bunch. So my bad, I'm looking my bad for that because I was trying to bring some content. Now I was trying to roll with JD. Because he sounded like he had a really great time. We came from the same place. We could have probably rolled together, but maybe next time. This is my first time going there, so I drove my car.
You drove.
Parking,
If you would have took Amtrak, yeah, because JD took the train. Toby, if you'd have took the train, you'd have been out there with JD collecting autographs and meeting players.
Yeah, and not only that, have a peace of mind, and, maybe have me a little, have me a little brew or something for the ride, you know what I mean?
True.
But it's all good. My take, though, man. My take is Brian Hoyer. I know what JD just said. I don't like how he was looking scared, though, man. So people were, we're not even in a practice where you can hit.
Wait.
But to me, this is just my opinion, Ronbo, because I was right there watching the man throw the ball.
Toby, you're on your speakerphone?
No, I have my earbud in.
Okay.
1 second.
Okay.
You hear me now?
Yeah, it was clear. I just got all room sound. But go ahead. You're good. Go ahead. Tell us more about Brian Hoyer.
I have my earbud in. My bad.
Okay.
Brian Hoyer, man. I mean, I'm always have his back, but I don't like how, to me, just my opinion, I saw this live. He does not like pressure in his face. Like, he looks good without pressure. But you know who was looking damn good? CJ Beathard.
Yeah,
I'm talking about as far as the pressure coming in his face, he wasn't flinching. Like Brian Hoyer took off and tried to do a Kaepernick. He tried to run it.
Oh, he cannot do that.
He tried to take off and run it.
He cannot do that.
But it was kind of concerning too because our defense kind of let him get to the sideline. Like they let him get to the out of bounds, and Russell Wilson. All I could just think about it. Oh shit, Russell Wilson. So,
but Toby, could they have been
lighting out on Hoyer, man?
Could they have been lighting up on Hoyer because they didn't want to hit him? That might be the thing, because how easily he gets hurt. It may have been they just lightened up on him. Could be.
Our defense up front is vicious. It's every bit of what they say they are. They are.
Yeah.
When that ball was snapped, they was getting back there in 1 second. Pop, they back there, Ronbo. That man don't have nowhere to go with that ball. So. I saw him just throw a few passes, in my opinion.
Yeah.
That if he would have hung in there, he probably would have made it. But other than that, Matt Breida, behind Carlos Hyde, if you ask me, he's the best running back on our team. That boy is raw. He's fast. He works hard. He took one to the house when I was there. I was like, oh. Let me tell you who else, man, real quick. Victor Bolden.
I heard about him.
Adrian Colbert went down for a second, too, the safety.
Heard
he
that.
A nice play, but yeah, he went down. Eric Reed was out there balling. Naval Bowman balling. Balling out of control out there. Balling, man. He was balling. Naval Bowman is back. Our D-line, that pass rush.
How about Reuben?
Tank Hardy. Man, Reuben was all over. Reuben was all over the field. All over the field, man. Tank Carradine, monster. He's a monster, man. That dude right there. Our front, man, you don't got to worry about that front. But
he can't get cut.
We did get burnt a couple times, man. Like on that play action, and then we throwing across the field like with players wide open. But, that's a part of Shanahan. But, other than that, man, our DBs look great. Will Redmond, dope. Will Redmond, dope. Kendrick Bourne was Tim Patrick, dope.
Yeah.
Tim Patrick is dope, man.
I like him. He's 6'4".
He's dope. All of our receivers, Trent Taylor, dope. He made another one of those catches out there when I was right there.
And ran all the way back on a kickoff?
Number one did. Bolden did.
That was Bolden.
He ran a punt return. Straight up the middle. Was gone.
Fast.
For a touchdown. Bolden, Victor Bolden is a good player. It's going to be hard to finalize everything. I like C.J. Beathard a lot. Just watching him, and what I like about him is he's really calm. He doesn't really worry about that pressure. Our D-line is going to be nasty. Malcolm Smith, I'm not happy about that. That's just, what if Bowman goes down? What if Foster goes down?
Yeah, depth.
That's all I'm saying. Reuben's going to get his chance. Reuben's balling out there. Eric Reed smacked the shit out of Aldrick Robinson yesterday. Smacked the taste out of his mouth. Oh, my God. That dude he's back.
Eric, since you guys have put the Cam Chancellor role.
Yeah, man. I'm happy that I went out there. It was really nice, and all the free food and everything. I'm gonna let somebody else climb up on here, man. But man, Matt Breida, he's fast.
Look, he's got
strong. Bibbs. So the running back pecking order that I saw yesterday was Hyde, Hightower, Bibbs, Joe Williams, and Matt Breida, and then. The guy behind Juice, too, that nobody talks about.
Fullback.
The back door fullback.
Oh, what's his name?
He's good, Ronbo.
He is good.
He's good.
You see,
actually, he can catch and, man, he can run routes, man, really good. So.
McCloskey or something like that. You know what they need? Well, see, that's the thing. What if something happens to Juice? Don't we need another fullback?
Yep.
Yeah,
another OW. Because Juice, the way Juice was getting the ball, Juice was like, he was motioning, like out of a regular normal I formation, it's like you could just motion out. Now he's with a linebacker, or, it's just, man, it's going to be good. We ran a lot of shotgun. We ran a few tight end screens. I haven't seen that in so long, so it's going to be good, man.
Tell you what, Toby, let somebody
else hop on. So
yeah.
I'll go to airtime.
See you on Red and Gold tomorrow, man. All right. Thanks,
Tommy.
Tito, wake Tito up. I can't believe he did that. Tito, are you going to say you're sorry to Toby?
Nah, what's up, man? Sorry about that. Yo, I like where everybody's talking, but I'm a little bit more worried about the offensive line.
Yeah.
Reuben Foster,
from what I saw, Joe Staley stood out.
But somebody.
Wait, Toby. Toby,
somebody's on.
Yeah, it's Toby. Toby, let Tito go right now, and I'll look for you later. Okay.
Bad. All right, I'm gone. I'm gone, y'all.
All right, Toby.
All right. Yeah, I'm worried about if Reuben Foster's gonna get burnt. Those trick plays and all that.
Yeah,
I'm glad he's next to Bowman, but I'm kind of worried about that. But to me, the offense, the way Hoyer's throwing the ball and all that, like I said, I said it before. I wait I heard, I will hold my judgment until I see them playing the real games. Because when we start playing football, then we see how everything's going to be working. The main thing that we always got to worry about is the first game, Carolina. That should be a test for the defense and the offensive line. Because Carolina do have a defensive line. So we got to worry about that.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about corners because the way I've been reading and checking them out, our corners is not that bad.
Mm-hmm.
If we get the pass rush, we go start destroying the way we should, we'll be good. But like I said, it's the offensive line, and we see how Hoyer plays when it comes to the first game. And I never seen Hoyer panicking when it comes to playing quarterback. I never seen him panicking.
Yeah,
He got hit. He got hit a couple of times, and he stood there throwing the ball, boom, from Cleveland and the other team he was on.
Yeah.
But I'm hearing great things, especially throwing the long ball. But like I said,
and that's what I like. And somebody said, I didn't know he could do that.
Yeah, I was surprised, but then again, I wasn't because he did in other games, in the other team he was on.
Yeah.
But I can't wait for Friday to see them play because I just want to see the first unit play for a couple of snaps, maybe at least a quarter or something, just to see the offensive line gel.
Yeah.
I prefer to see the offensive line gel a little bit more, playing a little bit more in the game, then take them all out and see the rookies because I don't want nobody else getting hurt.
Yeah. First
linebackers
is
going to be a little bit short right now.
Oh.
Garrett should be back in a month or so. So, it should be a good thing from that.
You can only hope, right? But yeah, I was.
I was reading in the web zone, on the site they were saying that he's out
4 to
for
6
at least
weeks.
a month.
Yeah, and that starts now, and we're early in August. So yeah, you're right. It's he'll miss a couple of games, I guess, but that'll probably be about it. What I don't like, Tito, is he won't get enough snaps in, because you know how offensive lines go. The longer they work together, the better they're going to be. So. Whomever, and it's going to be either Zuda or Badel starting in his place. From what I understand now, Kilgore's actually holding Zuda off. Can you imagine that, Tito? I thought Zuda was going to come in here and take over.
Me too. But you know what? Like I said, we will see. We will find out first game Friday, preseason. But I'm hoping we see the starters there, and we can see the other team starter there, the defensive starter, and we see how it goes. Because if our offensive line holds, great. But I know Gary's coming back, and they're not going to put him in there when he comes back.
Yeah.
Just ease him in there. But I just can't wait for that, man. I mean, I can't wait. And, Rambo, Friday, I don't know if you're going to put the show on Friday.
I'm definitely going to be all over that. Friday,
Yeah. Yeah, because definitely I want to see how it goes. We all can get together and talk about it.
Yes, dear. Oh yeah, man. I can't let a game go by. Friday, be ready, man. Because we go. I hope they look good because you know how mad we got last year every game. We ain't gonna be getting mad to start the season off. But
this time I know my thing.
Yeah.
If we come out swinging the first game against Carolina and we win that game, I'm not saying a damn thing until the third week.
That's Thursday Night Football.
And the third week, if we win, because it's going to be a challenge, we win Carolina, the second game and the third game. You know how it goes. Every time we win the first game, I'm not saying nothing.
Yeah.
Don't say nothing.
We've learned.
I don't want to jinx us. But I want to see the second and third game. If we keep on winning, if maybe we're 2-1, I'm happy with that. Because that means everything's changing.
Yes.
That's the main thing. I just can't wait. Man, I can't
Tito,
wait.
I tell you what, if we beat the Hawks up in Seattle.
Oh, God.
Oh, no. God, don't even talk about it, God.
Man, all I want to see is us winning and just crushing Mini-Me. Oh, my God, just crushing them. You have no idea because I got I'm walking around down ShopRite again, and I saw a Seattle fan. I said, Jesus Christ, I've been living here for such a half of my life. I've never seen a Seattle fan. either you didn't want to show your colors, or you're a wannabe fan.
You told him that?
Man, I'm a Seattle fan. He showed me his tattoo and everything. Yeah. They still suck, just like you. Get the fuck out of my face. he just looked at me like, what? I said, yeah, fuck Seattle.
You didn't know he was talking to Tito.
I hate that damn team. Like Tito. I said, the worst team I hate is the Giants, Seattle, and the Cowboys. I hate those three. And the Raiders. Raiders
yeah.
Last,
yeah, you got it. Raiders. We don't have to deal with them on a yearly basis, but the rest of them, you're right. No. And add the Raiders to that list as well. Tito, man, I got to move. Tito, appreciate you. You know this.
No problem.
I'll see you Friday.
Well, you guys take it easy. Niners for life, and I catch you on Friday, man.
Absolutely.
I just can't wait.
Yeah.
Peace.
We go to Michael. It's Michael.
How we doing tonight, Ronbo?
Doing great, man. Good to see you. Michael's my eyes and ears out yesterday out at that game. Or should I say, I keep calling it a game, at that practice, but it turned out to be a practice. Michael, did you hear all those experiences people were talking about? They were meeting players afterward. Did you enjoy the food, by the way?
Oh, I love the food, man. I was fortunate enough to go with a friend who had VIP passes. Ooh. So we went down to the Melon Club, and man, we were having some gourmet food down there, and we came up to the 50-yard line and sat there to watch the entire practice. It was beautiful, man.
50-yard line. It doesn't get any better than that.
No. Michael, those seats are probably $1,000 each during the regular season.
Easily. Michael, what were some of the high points? Now, we saw, and I was saying, we lose Malcolm Smith, and I thought people were celebrating and getting too excited too fast, and it's due to the fact that Reuben Foster has now got a step closer. But do we want Reuben Foster in there so soon?
I want Reuben Foster to earn it. I want him to compete with Ray Ray Armstrong. I believe in Ray Ray Armstrong. I do. And I think he's going to compete hard for that spot too. I want Reuben Foster to earn it. I mean, I'm just as excited about Reuben Foster as everybody else, but I want to see him earn it. And if those guys have to split time, then let them split a little time. But, you know, what's best for the team is what's best for the team. And let's get the best players out on the field.
I agree. Michael, let me get your microphone a little closer to your mouth there so we get more volume on you, okay?
Oh, okay. Is this better?
Yeah, that's great. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, some of the high points yesterday, I heard what Toby said, and I don't know, I didn't see the same thing he saw with Brian Hoyer, man. I saw Brian Hoyer. He looked so smooth and in control out there. He was dropping dimes, and he throws the deep balls with accuracy. I love it, man. And on those deep balls, you're seeing the speed that we got at wide receiver with Goodwin and Aldrick Robinson, and I mean he's putting them right in the breadbasket, man. And then on the intermediate throws, he's doing the same thing. I mean, he's throwing tight spirals on the line, you know, hitting the guys in stride, and on the underneath stuff, he's doing the same thing. He's hitting them all. Everything looks good with Hoyer to me. He looks very smooth, in control, and that's not to take anything away from the wide receivers. They are showing what they can do as well. Their speed and the quickness on the underneath routes and the run after the catch. I mean, it looks like our offense is it's going to be doing something. And the backs, Matt Breida, again, you know, I was going crazy for him yesterday because I thought he had a great practice. But these guy like Breida and the speed that they got under with these backs, even with Joe Williams, if he can, you know, come around here, you know, Shanahan's going to want to run those angle routes with the backs and the wheel routes as well. And guys like Breida and Williams they're ideal for that type of system, you know. Tight end wise, I thought Cole Hicatini made a couple of nice catches that caught my eye. Logan Paulson was in there. Of course, I want to see Kittle back in there. Like to see that.
And when you say that, Michael, you know what's really funny? Because you're mentioning Logan Paulson, who's probably not going to be that much involved on those kind of offensive plays, but it will be Kittle. So, you know, it goes up a level when you get Kittle in there. Logan Paulson will be clearing path, and then Kittle will be making plays like that. Because you know there's going to be times you're going to put dual TEs in there. It's this offense that people are crying about. We don't have enough weaponry. People don't understand. You don't need a lot of weaponry with Kyle Shanahan. You just need about 4 or 5 solid pieces, and we got that.
Absolutely. And so crossing over to the defensive side of the ball, man, one of the guys that I haven't mentioned that much that really needs to be mentioned is Earl Mitchell. This guy is going to be the anchor of this defensive line. And you talk about stopping the run. This guy he's grabbing people and just tossing them aside, man. I mean, he is a man. This is a man out there. Oh. And so I really, he stuck out to me. I make it a point to look at a guy for 3 or 4 plays and then move on to another guy and try and get a look at what everybody's doing as much as I can. It's kind of hard because you got all these plays being made out there and you're trying to watch everything at once. But I noticed Earl Mitchell really standing out. It's nice to see Solomon Thomas getting in the backfield and making some stops. Can't wait to get D-Buck back. I think he's supposed to be back again on Monday. Yeah. So, but Armstead, oh my goodness, man, this guy, he gets off the ball. I mean, he's got a good first step off the ball. And I was watching his physical presence. You could see the pressure he's going to bring.
I tell you, I've been telling people about him. Oh, I got a question here for you from Jay Austin. He wants to know, and you know what? Because I was talking to you during this time. How does Trent Taylor look? Everybody's favorite question.
Trent Taylor looks like Wes Welker. I'm not kidding, man. This guy looks like the real deal. I mean, the way he is shaking people off and the separation he creates on these underneath routes is amazing. And the yards after the catch that he gets, oh, man, he looks like Wes Welker. He really does.
Oh, can't wait to see him Friday because I of what I've seen of his footage, and he's got highlights. He's got highlight reels you can watch even in the young career he's had. What, we've been out there for three months or so, 4 months. He's got a string of these plays that go on for minutes after minute after minute of him just abusing defenders. I think, that kid's not a fluke, and this is a mistake that he got picked up this late in the draft. This makes no sense. That could be one of the premier pickups of the league. He's amazing, and that's not an exaggeration. He is special. So, oh, man.
Absolutely. I mean, watching Trent Taylor is going to be a lot of fun in the future here. The one group I couldn't really get a clear read on were the defensive backs. Now, I was watching Akello Witherspoon while I was talking to you, and he had made 3 good plays in a row. And then I know he gave up a touchdown to Aldrick Robinson during the training camp. Yeah. But Dante Johnson looked pretty good out there too. Yeah. But it's hard to get a read on him because the offense is moving the ball.
So quickly, I know. Mike, let me hold you right there. Great stuff, man. I appreciate you calling in and giving that stuff. And maybe we'll see you on Red and Gold Radio tomorrow. You got time? Let's see that, huh?
Absolutely, Ronbo. Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you. Have a good night, huh?
Have a great night. Bye.
Listen, let's check out where we're going now. We're going to HBK, of course. It's the Heartbreak Kid. HBK. Uh-oh.
I got a couple.
Oh, okay, we're cool. Yeah, go ahead. Hey.
No, I'm saying it's like I had like a couple names for that dude that y'all was trying to come up with a wrestling nickname for. Yeah. I say the Total Package or Mr. Perfect.
You HBK, you remember Perfect? Oh, he's one of my favorites from all.
Yes, sir. It's like the old Perfect Plex. Yeah, I remember all my old school wrestling. Yeah, the Rude Awakening, the Ravishing Rick Rude. Yeah, all of them. LOD. Yeah.
Pretty soon.
But yeah, it's like getting to the point. It's like when I first heard Malcolm Smith going down, I'm like, oh man, it's like we invested so much in this dude. But the good thing is we got him for next year, so that's a good thing. And plus, it's not exactly the end of the road because we do have a policy in place where if you put a player on injury reserve, that they're designated to come back and stuff, and would that be possible if we can bring Malcolm back, say if we're like in the middle of a playoff push or not, if we can somehow bring him back, like in that capacity?
And you know what? I wonder if he'd be healthy by then. You're right, because that's several January, February. Yeah, you know what? I wonder if that'd be possible, because I don't know the severity of that pectoral muscle or that tear. But it may be healing up a little sooner. I'm sure he's already had procedure already, so he has already started on the mend right now, most likely. So that's a point to bring up if you put him on the IR.
Yeah, and something else I was thinking about when you talk to some other fellow brothers or Mountain brothers, it's like it made me think about the Green Bay Packers situation stuff, and I don't like to talk about any other team but my Niners. But it kind of made me think about this situation when that year that Brian Bulaga went down and they brought in Brian Bakhtiari to take Brian Bulaga's spot when they lost him in camp, and they ended up, finding a gem in him. So I figure if, it's like since we got so much depth and since, we have the ability to sign people and stuff, that, maybe, can be that's, I wouldn't say a stopgap, but that can be, be an asset or a help to us. And at the same time, it's like, Reuben Foster, by him, I mean, at some point, it's like, say if Malcolm Smith, was healthy and God forbid, he sunk up the joint and stuff, it's like either way that, Reuben was going to get that spot one way or the other sooner or later. So it's almost like, okay, I mean, we're not throwing him immediately into the fire because it still is preseason, and I know there's still some kinks to work out. But at the same time, it's like when Kinkley, when he was rookie, he started off the bat. Yeah. So it's like it's not like the end of the world, and it's like that's the way I see it. And I kind of want to get your spin on it, Ronbo.
No, I agree with that. And as I said, we've got a month. HBK, we got like a month to go, and those little rough edges, and that's all he's got right now is a few rough edges. His red hot pursuit can be taken advantage of, and if a coach is looking at the film, he'll say, all right, watch. He's going to overcommit right here. When he does that, you dump that ball off. I'm going to have a relief for you right here. I just worry about that kind of thing. He's got to be able to read that. As Kyle was saying, know when to bite, know when to stay home. And that was the only thing I had a problem with. But I think Reuben, he's just out there having fun right now. He's all excited to be back on the field. These are things he learned at Bama. Bama is not a place where you're stupid. I understand they run a harder.
Oh no.
Yeah, they run practice more difficult.
Especially playing under Saban, you better know what you're doing and stuff because I mean it's like because Saban he's got some NFL experience, so he's not a complete college coach. I mean it's like Saban's been in the NFL, so it's like that's like like another linebacker you or another NFL farm system for the college kids and stuff because I mean it's like. It's like Saban is not going to put you in a bad spot. He's going to put you in a spot to succeed. I mean, much like our coach Kyle Shanahan is.
Yeah.
And stuff. He's not going to say put you in a place where you're going to fail. He can put you in a point where you can succeed and take advantage and do what you got to do to be productive and help us get our 6th championship.
There you go. And I got all the faith in the world when he does start. He'll be out there to roll because I feel good about the fact that we still have Ray Ray, and Ray Ray is ready to roll, man. I was worried we were gonna have to cut him, but now I can see where Ray Ray's gonna have to stay. They can't cut him now, so I'm feeling good about that. I was worried about him.
Well, actually, I think Ray Ray was gonna find a way to survive anyway, because like Ray Ray is always like that survivor. Just when you think that this is the end of the road for him and stuff, there's no way in hell that he's gonna make the cut. For some reason, he's a survivor.
Yeah.
It's like he ended up making the cut.
He proved
so
it
it's like
last
I see Ray Ray being valuable, coming off the bench, typing maybe like a stopgap. I mean, like if somebody gets hurt for like maybe 2 or 3 games and stuff, we can pencil him at that spot and still keep going, keep it rolling.
And he does good work
because at the same time, it's like, hello.
Yeah, no, I'm listening.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But it's like Robert Saleh, General Manager Lynch and Coach Shanahan. We're playing to win. We're not playing to lose.
Yeah.
So screw what everybody else saying. Screw what the NFL Network. Everybody else is saying. If nobody want to believe in us and nobody don't want to give us our respect, that's all we're gonna do. We're just gonna sit back, close our mouths, and proceed to beat the shit out of people and stuff. and then when Super Bowl 52 wraps up and we're still on that podium next to the commissioner, and he's handing us our 6th Lombardi trophy, we're going to turn back and look at each and every last, and like Keith Evans and everybody else and say, well, what do you think about us now, player?
Could that be a glorious moment? Tell everybody say what they were saying about us.
Mm-hmm.
HBK, I got to cut it.
Yeah.
Get on back on. Get Red and Gold Radio bro. Tomorrow, okay?
All right, bro. All right, Ronbo.
All right.
Out.
Good night. Let's go to Charles. Charles.
What's up, Ronbo?
Hey, Charles. What's up, man?
Hey, long time no hear from.
Yeah, I just realized. How you been doing? Everything all right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I've been great, man. I've just been working a whole lot.
Tell you what, we got a situation going on this way. This past week, man, we've seen Matt Breida look like a star. we lost Malcolm, as you know, and Joshua Garnett.
Yep.
And anything else you want to jump right on in there, man. But I got to tell you, though, Malcolm Smith, everybody's saying, well, he was going to lose that job in the first place. So, but what are your feelings on that?
Well, you know, they said he's a liability in coverage. And so, you know, when I heard about that, I said, I don't know why we have him out there starting. I understand, you know, he does other things that are great. But I don't know why we have him out there. He's a liability in coverage, and we need him to cover it.
He's what he is. He's crazy good on the run, though. That's where he makes, because I think he led the Raiders last year in tackles. But some Raider fans will tell you, well, that's because dude's got away and he had to catch it from behind. I just like that. So I'm not really sure. You know, I'm hoping, because everybody says he's great on the ball. So that's why they put him at the will spot. Because if you put him at the Sam, he'd have to be covered. And you can't put him at the Mike. There's more coverage. But laterally, he is fast. So, yeah, he's got his strengths. But, yeah, coverage is not one of them. So I'm
really happy that we have Foster. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Like, if he went down, I said, okay, well,
yeah,
that's we got the guy that's in front of Foster right now. What is his name? Ray Ray Armstrong?
Ray Ray, yeah.
We got him. Yeah. And then we got Foster. Oh my God, we got more than enough. I don't even know who else we got, but I'm sure they're fast enough to. Yeah, you got Foster, man. Foster is good enough to run with anybody. He runs a 4.5, 4.6 40. Yeah. Man, he and Ray Ray, they're really good against the run and the pass. So I'm really happy about that. I hate seeing anybody go down with an injury, but. I think his backups were just as good as he is. And so I'm really happy with that. I'm just really concerned about I'm really excited about the wide receiver core. I wasn't expecting that, but I think our wide receiving core is really making our defensive backs a whole lot better because, when you saw Rocky chasing chickens in Rocky 1.
Exactly.
That made them better. And so we got these 6'2", 6'3" defensive backs chasing these 6'9"
5
wide receivers around.
5 now.
Hey, it's not going to do anything but make them better.
Yeah, and when you see anybody else, they're going to seem slow to them. But good point though. Can you imagine trying to chase Marquise Goodwin around for practice every day? Oh, that would drive me nuts.
But you see that on a highlight. You see. Johnson, he's always a step or two right behind him, and so I know that's making him a whole lot better. So I'm really happy.
Yeah,
I'm really happy they're getting the experience that they're getting because I think, going through this training camp, if they're going against these quick guys all the time, it's going to make them better and they're going to be quicker, and they're going to. I'm telling you, it's going. I'm just the only thing I'm concerned about is what everybody else is about is the offensive line.
Yeah,
I don't know how they're going to hold up, but we're going to see in a few days how they're going to hold up. And I think they should get somebody else to take Garnett's place. Get a proven veteran into that can.
But they do, Charles. They actually do because Garnett was going. They were moving him back over to the left side, right? He was going to play next to Staley.
Yeah.
And now they've got Zuda. Zuda's got plenty of experience. And he should know what he's doing, although he's losing to Daniel Kilgore at the I don't know how that's happening. But they can move Zuda over there. They got Fusco on the right side going with Trent Brown. And, of course, you got Badles. He can go back over there as well. So, and I tell you something about that. The reason I say Badles doesn't bother me over there, because Badles, after last year, how offensive lines, they take a little time to gel and sync and be able to know each other and make the moves. Him being back over there doesn't bother me either. I think Garnett being in there would be better because I want to see him develop because I think he has a higher ceiling. But in the beginning, I think we'll be fine, as good as it's going to get with Badles or Zuda over there on that side. In fact, Badles may be the preference, but Zuda's over there too. And here's a guy that's been to the Pro Bowl. He should know what he's doing. His foot may be still injured though because he should be playing better.
But I'm really concerned about week 1. We got to play Cam Newton.
Panthers, yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
we got to play Cam Newton and that defense. Their defense is really good defense. So, hey, that's my concern. That offensive line.
Yeah.
I really hope that Kyle Shanahan gets that offensive line up to speed so we can really be competitive. Because the one thing I don't want to see is a blowout. I can accept.
No.
I don't think we're going to get blown out, but you never really know until we.
Not at Levi's. Not at Levi's, and not the way these guys are pumped up. These guys are ready to go. Yeah. Our defense. Remember, our defense. Yeah. Cam is going to have a hell of a time trying to get comfortable back there and behind the line of scrimmage this year. Last year, yeah.
Well, I'm not concerned. I'm not concerned with our defense. I'm talking about that offensive line.
Oh, and versus their defensive line, yeah.
And I don't want Hoyer to get injured.
Yeah, that's another thing.
If we can keep him upright, yeah. I'm telling you, we're gonna win 10 games. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
we can keep him upright. We're gonna win 10 games.
Charles, let me hold you right there, though. Huh? Let me hold you right there, Charles. I agree. Let me hold you right there because we got a few other people we're going to get to before it gets too late. Charles, appreciate you, man. See you on Red Go Radio. I said, now, if you guys, we've been watching AJ and enjoying him. Hey, Jerry, what's up?
What's up with you, man?
Yeah, we're just sitting there back and watching. We're feeling Malcolm Smith going down, Joshua Garnett going down. That's 2 guys down. And you just hope that it ends before the season gets started and go all in 16 weeks. Can we stop right there with the injuries? Joshua's going to be back, though. But what are your feelings on this, man?
My feelings is mutual, man. I feel like we got to do something. Big. I heard that we had some good. I think it was Toby earlier speaking. I heard he said he saw some of the players be looking like vicious. So I was like, oh, that's a good sign of the defense is playing practice.
Yeah.
It's starting out and we pretty vicious. So that means that can gel well, man, especially for defense. So I'm feeling that. But
yeah.
About Breida, so you liking that guy as a second man coming?
And AJ, the reason I say that is in the beginning of the season they said Breida was the best rookie in camp. Period. I said, oh, okay. I didn't think. I mean, I'm just thinking best guy rookie in camp. Okay, he was rookie camp. He goes to OTAs, and he's still showing out. Okay, then we get to mini camp. There's Breida again. Here we are, all the way up into 1 week before preseason, and you're still hearing that name Breida. So yeah. I'm wondering why we're not hearing Joe Williams more often, because I know why we're not hearing Joe Williams more often. Breida is kicking his ass. That's all there is to it. So I'm thinking, okay. So it looks like the speed merchant on this team is not necessarily going to be Joe Williams just yet until he unseats Breida. Because if what we're hearing, that means Breida must be up on the list. But we'll see. Maybe Joe snaps out of it. So.
By the way, man, I had some issues with red and gold, man. Somebody was Harry the Hater, or MC Niner was trying to block me out. Somebody was doing something.
What happened?
I couldn't get in. One time it was, I think it was just too full. I called like a little too late. But the other times I just couldn't get in. The pen wasn't working. I'm like, shit, that's the pen.
You know what, AJ? I do remember.
I can work multiple screens, and it just wasn't working for me.
Yeah, you know what? You did. We did see you coming in. You was like, we're closing down at that point. I think you were okay. Come in tomorrow night, and I'm pretty sure you'll be okay. Whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing's changed. But MC Niner did say something about you last week, so I don't know, man.
Nah, you know what? Tell him he need to go ahead and go beat up a raccoon or something before he come my way.
Hey, but listen, how are you feeling that offense, man? Is that you hearing enough about the receivers to make you crazy yet?
Nah. I heard that one dude made a couple of good catches, though. I think it's Riddick or he starts with an R. Is it
Robinson?
Robinson, yeah.
Yeah, Robinson. Oh,
that's who I've been.
AJ, you got to get on. It's going to be good when you know when guys come in the league and they start with the mania. I got a feeling Goodwin Mania is going to catch on about week 3. Nobody can do anything with that dude, man. And finally, a coach that has a good sense to make it. We're talking about a guy with world-class speed. 4.27. Somebody fight. I don't know what they were thinking in Buffalo. Get that dude out there running routes and doing things like that. Don't make him just a vertical threat. Now he becomes a weapon and dangerous because we don't have anybody in camp to really stay with him, not regularly, and he's showing that. So Goodwin breaks up that outside like that. Pretty soon now your tight ends, Robinson, Garcon's going to just lose his mind, something like he did with Jackson, because that's why Garcon was so good in Washington, because Jackson was taking everybody downfield with him, including the coaches. So therefore now, Garcon just like, I'm here all by myself. Throw me the ball, So I'm thinking this is a good thing. He got Kyle Shanahan picking people out. It's crazy good. So
is our DBs looking tight out there, or people say that's one area where we deficient as the DBs? Is that good? Is that not good?
Well, no, the thing is, I think with the DBs, Goodwin is just crazy hard to cover. Alden Robinson is good. I think with the DBs, they need somebody to play opposite of Rashard Robinson, and I do believe Dante is going to win it because Akello's still feeling his round away, and he's trying to. Akello needs to get unshy, become more physical, and I think he'll be ready. And I got a feeling he's going to be ready by week 6 because AJ, they are punking him. They are punking him every day. And I got a feeling the coaches probably told him to do that because Carlos knocked Akello out the other day. It was just mean. And the next day after that, then here comes Vance McDonald, all 270 pounds. He runs over Akello. I says,
damn. Well, Vance McDonald outweighed him about 200 pounds.
Yes, I'm saying you ain't fool around and hurt Akello, man. But then I thought about it. They're trying to make him tough, ain't they? He didn't have to hit him that hard.
Good.
So I got a feeling working him.
He gonna have to learn.
Yeah. So
he's gonna learn the hard way though. You know? See. He can learn the easy way or the hard way. He gotta get in that weight. You gotta get some protein.
And plus his attitude. Rashard Robinson was the skinniest man I'd ever seen on the field last year. Rashard would jump in anybody's face. Yeah?
Yeah. He looked way bigger than what he was last year. That's for sure.
He is. Rashard was like 168, 170 last year. He's up to 190 this year. So, yeah.
He's looking pretty decent, man. So I got one last question about the quarterback, man. Do you think he's gonna be able to stay healthy, Ronbo? Are we gonna be able to smooth Jack at least, we
can only hope.
Good games and him not get beat up hella bad?
We can only hope, That's what I like about with Kyle Shanahan's system, man. Guy passing big rollouts and play action. It kind of protects the quarterback to a degree. And you got Jukes back there protecting him. Also, you got your running back there. I think he'll be okay. Just because of the way plays are set up and design of the offense. He won't be susceptible to so many direct hits. So I got a feeling he'll be okay. And plus, he gets rid of that ball quick. We got speedy guys now. So that's going to make it easier to get rid of that ball quick. This is the only reason why Tom Brady's still in the NFL. Belichick has got his offense set up so Tom can get rid of that ball. Cal, get rid of the ball. Somebody's ready. Get it to him now. So I got a feeling that'll work.
Question: how come I can't see you in my other box, Ronbo?
Because I'm doing my John Cena imitation. You can't see me.
Word. John Cena. I hear you, man. Loud and clear.
Hey,
all right, man. I was glad to get in. Now I know that it ain't no more MC Niner hating or somebody.
Nah, MC loves you, man.
Get in.
He's one of your biggest fans. I'm going to see you tomorrow on Red and Gold then, okay?
Yep.
All right, bro. Have a good night.
Later.
Let's go to Sean the jeweler. We've not talked to us. Oh, hey, you know what? Let me hit a couple of questions here real quick. It's that Dre Salou. Have you seen what John Lynch and the 49ers are doing? They're coming out with a hard knock style, it's all brick by brick. We were talking about that I was talking about that with Kenny just a little while ago. And just like you say, it's just like I believe it starts next month, which is strange. I guess, is it next month? Was I right on that? Is it starting soon? Anyway, Hard Knocks show, and I don't know what networks can carry it yet, but you can check local listings and see what they're doing with that. So, all right. And also, Semper Fi Niners, otherwise known as Timor. I want to ask, what was the most famous running back angle route in 49ers history? Now, I can't imagine that. That question. What did you get? No, okay. There's a question. I'm going to throw that out there to the masses. I don't know. What was the most famous running back angle route ran in 49ers history? I would assume immediately it would have to be Jerry Rice, but I don't know how I'd identify it. So there you go. All right, go on, Russell. Who would replace Garnett at left guard it'll probably be Jeremy Zuda, I would guess. Because Fusco, the next best guard on the team, I understand, is going to be moving over right side with Trent Brown. So left side, it's going to be Zuda or Badals goes back over there. And I understand that's the plan right now. What we do not want is that guy who gets abused all the time that I'm always making jokes about. Tim, what's Tim's last name? Wait. Because I got to tell you, every time I see him, I start laughing, man. This guy is just awful. Everybody takes turns abusing him. He gets beat up every day. Tim Barnes. Please do not send Tim Barnes to the left side of the line. We'll see what happens. Because they got to get somebody there with experience. Because right now, it really looks... Actually, if you look at this line, it looks kind of solid. When you look from left to right, Trent Brown, Fusco's in there. Center Daniel Kilgore has actually made Zuda step back. And then Zuda maybe possibly in that left guard side. All-Pro Joe on the left side. Yeah, left side. So, it's not... Personnel-wise, it doesn't look that bad. Let's see what they look like after they do some things and work together. And also, let's see. Simplifies that. Oh, he said, Foster never had to cover at Alabama. Yeah, that's true. He was a box guy for them, but he can do it for sure. But I feel Malcolm still would have started to do the master of scheme with Foster subbing, and that's very true. This is why I was worried about Malcolm Smith, too. I wanted him to go out there and lead for a little while. Let Foster take it all in, because Reuben was still going to be in on packages. But, you know, it is what it is, and we got to work with it now. Also, here's another question here from Simplified Niners. DBs will be just fine. They don't have the benefit of true pass rush right now. Exactly, that's what I've been saying. And that's what a good coach does. Give the boys some coverage reps, and they'll improve. And I understand that Shanahan does indeed let plays run a little longer. Even if the defense center, oh, come on, coach, we had him. Guys, conditioning, okay, we're running these plays, just running around. We're marking it down in a little folder. Yes, Eric had a sack, okay? You know, it's got to be that kind of thing. Because coach is going to keep running those plays and extending them so players get a little more time, and especially on offense. Kenneth wants to know, how do you think Witherspoon will be a LaMichael James that fold up a big hit? No, Witherspoon, he's going to take macho pills for the rest of the year. He'll be fine. I guess he's got to come around. He's got to. Who we got on the phone now? Let's go to Sean, the jeweler now, out in Chicago, or should I say Illinois area. Hey, Sean.
Yes, sir.
Great to hear from you, man.
Yeah, buddy.
Sean, what are your feelings on, man? Are we hurrying up? Are we going to hurry up Reuben Foster out there? You going to go ahead and let Ray Ray play a little while? Or what are you thinking on this matter?
I've stated earlier that it's okay if Foster sits for a while. I know we're talking about injuries and such, but I'm still okay with it if he's not the number one guy. I'm okay with that. I mean, I don't mind him going out there and truly earning his spot like Patrick did and Bowman did, how they had to come out and shine brighter than the guys before them. I'm okay with that. Now, if he happens to beat out Ray Ray, then it is what it is. That's his competition for the moment. He beat him out, then he beats him out. But it won't bother me if Foster is not the number one guy in front of Ray Ray. It won't bother me. It really won't, because we all know Foster is going to be something great. We know that he's going to be with us for years to come. So it's not going to eat me up alive if Foster's not the guy on the field day one. It's not. It's really not.
There you go.
Really
that's the attitude we all should have, too. I agree with that. So, yeah.
But I mean, don't get me wrong. I want to see the boy ball. I do, but I want to see him rise. You know what I mean? I just don't want to. I just don't want to see him come out just because Malcolm went down and boom, here he is. Okay, if Ray Ray's the guy from the beginning, I want to see Foster just rise through that. That's something exciting to see.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But however way it goes, it's not going to really eat me alive either way. It's really not that detrimental to me. It's really not. I mean, both guys are going to go out there and they're going to get after it. You've seen Ray Ray in the off season. I mean, just on his Instagram and Twitter and everything else, the guy's been getting it all off season. So I'm not going to be mad at him. Yeah. I'm really not.
No, and I like Ray Ray, especially in his coverage skills, because Ray Ray's that dual guy that can play. He can play up close and he can get back in coverage. I feel safer with him, to be honest. But Reuben, just like was pointed out a minute ago, Reuben was a guy in the box. He wasn't really playing in coverages that much. And Reuben never. The funny thing about Reuben, he's never forced a fumble. He's never had an INT. Can you imagine a guy of that caliber never having that stat?
Yeah, I mean he was mostly known for his thumper ability.
And boy, he could do that.
No, that's what he does. Oh yeah, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. You can't take that from the man. But like I say, if Ray Ray comes out on top, I'm not going to be mad about it. Yeah. I know a lot of people are like, yeah, Malcolm went down. Yeah,
I'm trying to understand.
Malcolm going down. I'm not happy about that.
Yeah, don't get happy about it. I couldn't understand that either. I see that on social media. I say, man, that was not it. And if anything, we need that depth, okay? There's no need to celebrate that.
Mm-hmm.
God.
Mm-hmm.
Sean,
because we know what happened to us.
Go ahead.
We know what happened to us last year when we didn't have the depth.
Yeah, we got down to people off the street putting on uniforms and never played. Looked like they never played football in their life.
Yeah.
Sean, 49ers, one of the greatest running back. Was that did he put a running back route? What was that question on that? Who ran one of the best routes in 49er history football? What was the most famous RB angle route in 49ers history? I just realized he's not talking wide receiver. I was talking wide receiver. Running back route. Now, there's a tough question. Who's one of our best? Didn't Roger Craig get quite a number of passes out of the backfield?
Hell yeah, he did.
It must be Raj.
Hell yes, he did. Roger Craig was a fucking freak. Absolutely, he did.
That may be
Absolutely,
the answer.
he did.
Yeah.
And speaking of running backs, man, I just bought my tickets today to go to the Indianapolis and Niners game, October 8th.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see what happens. We're gonna see if Gore's gonna get lit up that game, buddy.
It ain't gonna be nothing nice. But I tell you what, you may have to say, Frankie, we would still love you. Gonna yell on the field, shot. Frankie, 49er, we still love you, man. You okay?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Gore's gonna always have a soft spot in my heart, man, because that's Gore. But at the same time, man, I mean, hey, this is business.
Yeah.
This is business. So he just might get business on that day too. He just might get it. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited to see how the season's gonna turn out. I know people talking about wide receivers and how this guy's looking and that guy's looking and all that shit, man. But we got to look about what's in our division and the corners that are in our division, the DBs that are in our divisions, man. Yeah. There's some solid DBs in our division. So we'll see what happens. Our guys are lighting them up against Johnson and Rashard Robinson. We don't know he's a pit bull when he's out there, but I mean, look, in our division, man, we don't have DBs and CBs that are slouches out there. So
True.
In our division, they really better get after it. And I'm happy they lighten it up during practice, but we're gonna see what happens when it comes game day against our division.
Really
Everybody knows the DBs and CBs in our divisions. They ain't no fucking slouches.
And that'll be the ultimate test. But these guys are ready to roll, though. And remember again, Sean, it's Kyle Shanahan will be calling them plays. He'll look at the field and he will find the weak link. This is what I like about Kyle. If there's a weak link out of the field, Kyle will know who it is. He'll identify it, and he will attack that weakness. This is why, man, I can't wait to see what he does to some of these teams. These people don't realize you have your 12th man, and then there's that Kyle Shanahan effect. So we'll see.
But if we can beat up, and I'm going to jump a box here, if our offense can fucking beat up on Seattle and Arizona, I think we will have a true shot at this thing. But it starts in our division. We got to win our division first, and we got to make it happen from there. But if we can beat up on those defenses, we'll be all right. I know people are saying Seattle's defense ain't what it used to be, but fuck, bro. I mean, they ain't what they used to be either. As far as, you know what I mean?
Thank you. That's the truth. That is the gospel truth.
We'll see.
All right, Sean. Great to hear from you, man. Sean, the jeweler, man. We don't get to hear from him so often, so it's great to hear from him tonight. Sean, have a good night, man.
Yes, sir.
All
right, brother.
Yeah, there's Trey out in VA.
No, finally. One half of the tag team champions, TNT. Ronbo, how you doing, my brother?
Awesome, man. I'm telling you, man, after yesterday's practice, if we just wouldn't have had no injuries, it was too perfect of a day. It had to be ruined with something. So,
Yeah, it's really bad about Malcolm Smith, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a shame.
But Trey, watch Trey.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Trey. Say what you're going to say. Because Trey is not a very nice man when it comes to this kind of thing. Go ahead, Trey. Say it. I can tell when you get ready to say something bad because you start off the same way every time.
I told you.
Trey, I missed it. Say it again.
I told you that things were going to fall in front of him. I told you, like, Reuben is that guy. When you're chosen, when you're anointed, you guys have to understand he's going to earn it. I mean, I heard that he hasn't had an interception, in his entire career. Yeah. What progressive passing game is there in the SEC? What quarterback is throwing the ball in the SEC?
It's a good point. Good point.
He might not see one crossing route that means anything in his entire career. He might not see a dig or a comeback or out. I mean, what do they run the ball 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Yeah. No.
The man had 3 interceptions in 4 practices. 3 interceptions in 4 practices in the NFL. Did he not?
4 actually. The 4th one's unofficial because they're not sure whether it was legal or not. But he's got 4 that I've seen so far or heard about. Yeah.
Yeah. We're not worried about that. Okay. And as far as Ray Ray is concerned, I love Ray Ray. Right. He's a great guy. He's athletic as heck. He's a former safety, and so he's rangy. We love him in the pass game. If he can stay on the field, he's going to be a weapon. We want all hands on deck. Yeah. So Reuben's going to start. I told you that before Malcolm Smith got hurt, and I'm telling you that now. And you see it now. We're going to take that Ferrari onto the freeway.
Open it up.
Go for a nice little ride.
He was going to start sooner or later. I just like having somebody in depth.
What it is. You know what it is, Ronbo. Everybody knows it. You see it. The pathway is there, and anybody saying anything out there is just in denial. The guy's going to start, and you know this.
True. Yeah. Right? And I'm delighted, too, because against the Panthers, guys like Reuben Foster are going to just eat. So I'm kind of delighted with that anyway. Yeah.
They're coming with the heavy dose of the run game. Who do you want in there?
Yes.
Ray Ray's a little light in there.
What's going on?
A little light, so it's all good. Matt Breida, I heard you taking a few shots at my man Joe Williams, who's really in trouble. It's Tim Hightower.
Yeah, I know.
That's who's really in trouble.
You think so?
Don't you worry about Joe. Joe's going to be on this team, whether,
I get the feeling Hightower is safe just due to the fact. But I don't know. Yeah. You're right.
I mean, no. I like Tim, but we're not carrying 4.
You don't think so?
So.
Wait. Nah. Trey, you think we're going to only 3 running backs?
I think that because you got Juice. You got the Juice, what I'm saying, as an AKA/back. I think we're going to carry 4 tight ends, if you want to be honest.
I agree with that, too. Because you're not going to be able to get rid of
Vance. I've seen him do it in Washington. I've seen him do it in Cleveland.
Yeah. He had 5, actually, in Atlanta. I kept counting down through there. He actually had 5.
Exactly.
So
I'm not even concerned. I'm not even concerned about any of that. The thing that concerns me the most well, wait a minute. It's another guy. Wait, there was one more guy on my head list from the other day. Didn't we talk about Josh Garnett and how soft he is?
Yeah, we did. Well, you did.
Okay. Okay. Oh, yeah, put it on me. I'll take that because I called it. I told you Reuben was going to start. I told you Josh was too soft to play in the NFL. He wasn't going to start whether he got hurt or not. Listen, I act like this is a tragic loss. It wasn't.
If you've never heard Trey, he never has any sympathy.
Zero. Not for scrubs. Let's save the tears for guys that can play. No. All right. So, one final thing. Brian Hoyer is little by little every day earning a little bit more of my respect.
What?
I see the guy out here playing really hard, little by little, every. I mean, I haven't seen any game film.
Yeah.
I'm seeing practice cut-ups and things that guys are sending me from when they go out there. But other than that, I'm not seeing it. We'll see on Friday. I need to see some other competition, but I'm liking what I'm seeing so far because it's about time we've had a passing game that can go fast, 20 yards.
If Brian Hoyer only knew, he'd have to say, "Oh my God, thank you, Trey," because Trey is one of the hardest men in the world to get. If Trey likes you, you must be doing great. You must be doing great things out there. If you're walking a thin line or on the border or on the fence, Trey will send you on that left side of the fence every time.
Hey, guys like Bruce Ellington aren't getting it done, and they're out of here.
And you heard about
there's going to be some more cuts to guys. One more thing, Peter, the rookie.
Yeah.
Going to try a Sam linebacker. I like that for the future, not this year, but next year. I always thought he was very athletic, and in this game, I can see him being a pass rush guy when the mind gets a little long in the tooth. I like what Kyle said when he said that. That's gonna be pretty good.
Yeah, because I don't want to see him. He's came too far through too many holes and roads. I wanted to see him stay on the team. I was a little concerned about him, and don't put him on the practice squad.
Practice squad. Yeah, I'm about to say, even if we get a good look at him, we'll see what practice. We'll see what the preseason holds, man. I know you guys got a lot of people. Shout out to my partner. Shout out to the Intercontinental Champ over there, Graham, holding it down. Everybody else. ENT, we in here, man. Monday Night Raw is gonna be crazy, and Friday's gonna be even better.
All right, Trey, appreciate you, man. Talk to you tomorrow.
Sure.
All right. And let's go over and check out Ben Swift.
Ronbo.
Oh wait! I just realized. Let me. Simplify Niners. I was right. Yes, it was Roger Craig. One of the running backs, one of the best routes ran by a running back of all time as far as the 49ers go was Roger Craig. All right, good. It was a guess, though. Hey, Swift, come on in, man. What's going on, man? Because you were at the game yesterday.
Yeah, I was a little late, but what I saw, I really liked.
Yeah, what'd you appreciate the most? And what were your feelings when Malcolm Smith went down? Were you a little bothered by that, or were you thinking, well, it's okay, or what were you thinking about that? I'm taking a poll on this tonight.
Well, yeah, it's a loss because he's a veteran, but I think Reuben was going to start either way, but I don't want to see someone get injured like that. I'd rather have someone beat him out, but it's a loss. I mean, he knows the system, but it is what it is. Poor guy.
Yeah. You work this hard, and all of a sudden, you're out. Sucks.
But to be honest, I don't think he'll ever play it down for the Niners.
How come? You think they're going to get rid of him after this year?
Yeah, because, if Foster is healthy and Bowman, there's no way he starts over them, and there's no way that we're paying him that much money to back him up.
No, you got a good – you know what? I forgot. You're right about that. That's too much money to be just sitting around. Yeah, that's going to be a problem.
Poor guy. But yeah, I don't think he'll ever play it down for the Niners.
Yeah, that's kind of sad, and especially to go out like this. Well, you know what? He'll get another shot next year, but the bad thing about it is Reuben Foster will be up and rolling. By then, he'll know too much. It'll be just about impossible for him to get beat out next year. So, yeah, I think you may have hit a home run on that shot. Yeah, it's probably true. That's so sad.
Yeah.
But his life's not as bad as Bruce Ellington. Bruce Ellington's been waived already, too, by the New York Jets.
I saw that.
Yeah, poor. I feel bad for Bruce. Come on. That's just too much bad luck for one guy. All right. He'll find his way.
I think he failed his physical on purpose because I saw something that the Chiefs and the Texans were after him as well.
The Chiefs and Texans want him? Okay, so you might be right.
Yeah. Yeah, so Chiefs, Texans, and some other team were after him. So I'm like, he's gonna fail that. He's gonna fail that physical, so he can go to a better team.
I know, right? Who wants to play for the Jets?
The Browns are better than the Jets this year.
Swift, are you using Bluetooth?
Yeah, let me switch it.
Yeah, thanks. All right, Swift, go ahead. Tell us now. Yeah, give me a rundown of what you appreciated most about that practice yesterday. What made you crazy?
Okay, so a lot of the fans liked it when we did the play action bootleg because that was working every time. They couldn't stop our receivers, Aldrich and Goodwin. Always open on cross. Hoyer was going to the left. Bootleg to the left, bootleg to the right. He was throwing it right on the money. Not comparing Goodwin to Antonio Brown, but Goodwin runs very good routes now.
Yeah.
Well, I shouldn't say now because I didn't watch him last year, but
he didn't run routes last year, so you're right.
And what was that?
He didn't run routes last year in Buffalo. Buffalo used him strictly as a vertical threat to stretch out the field. They didn't even utilize what he has. So he always wanted to do that stuff. That's why I was so glad to play for Shanahan. So yeah, go ahead. Let me hear some more about his route running.
Yeah, so he was literally always open. Like it's crazy. Like like I said, I'm not comparing him to Brown, but Brown always gets open, and all I saw was Goodwin getting open. He scored, like, when I was there, he scored one touchdown from 10 yard line, whatever. Like, I think it was a bootleg, and then Hoyer found him in the back.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, wow. I'm like, this guy is always open. He's quick.
Too quick.
And then I seen, yeah, it's too quick. And then I seen Aldrich burn Witherspoon for a touchdown. Let me see, Matt. I'm pretty sure everybody saw that video of Matt Breida on that wheel route.
Yeah.
And Beathard put it right in the money.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was nice to see.
That's a highlight reel. Yeah, those are all highlight reels. Yeah. Breida.
And then I know the quarterbacks are having good days, but the thing is, our D-line is getting there, but they're still letting them pass it. So, I mean,
that's Shanahan's way. He wants to extend plays just to make sure the guys get a good workout in.
Yeah, our D-line was on a two-stage, like pretty much a lot of passes, but still give credit to the quarterbacks. They're still putting that ball in the money. But oh man, Juszczyk in person, he's so big. I would not.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
because his arms
person,
alone.
He's big.
Yeah, he's. And we don't. And I understand that our linebackers can't do a thing with him when he goes out for the ball. They can't do a thing with him. You can't get physical juice because that doesn't work on him. So I'm looking forward to see how they use him. So.
Yeah, I didn't see him in the. I didn't see him play much in the little scrimmages they had in the 2-minute offense. I seen them mainly like the running backs.
Yeah.
Let me see. Oh, and then it was a nice play. Hoyer threw he threw a nice pass to McDonald, and he dropped it right in the end zone. I was like, wow.
Oh, Vance, man, he's not going to start dropping the ball.
What?
Damn.
He was in the end zone. He dropped it. I was like, wow, that's don't hands McDonald.
Yeah, see, now, and if anybody asks, anybody asks Vance, why do you think they have a problem with you, Vance? He's not going to be able to say, I don't know. You dropped the ball again, Vance. It went right to you, and you let it go. So, Vance has got to – he had a grip on that beginning of last year. Remember, he went the longest time. He didn't drop one pass. During the season, he maybe dropped 4 or 5 passes on the whole year. Now he comes in starting preseason, he's dropping the ball. Oh, God.
Yeah, so we'll see on Friday.
Yeah.
And then, like I said yesterday on Zoom, Dumerville, he's quick off. He's quick off that corner. I mean,
still quick. Good.
He still has a little bit of juice in him.
Good. Oh, I'm delighted to hear that.
And then I seen Jerome getting a lot of playing time at safety, and Reuben was always in for the second and third team. Always in. He never first team he was out because Malcolm Smith was in.
Yeah.
But Reuben was always in on second and third down. God, that guy. Reuben is
a bundle of energy.
Huge on the field. Huge.
Oh, he's gonna be something.
And then someone else earlier said that what's his name? Mitchell is unblockable. I agree. They cannot block Mitchell. That guy is a run stuffing machine.
Yeah, because as they say, Mitchell is fast. It's like, who is that described him? One of our offensive linemen says, you know what? Oh, it was Zuda. He ain't like he's a huge man or nothing, but by the time you get up, he's in your face. The dude is fast and he is strong. So, we don't have anybody. They've already said Kilgore and Zuda can't block him. So I bet there's a lot of people around the league that can't block him. I'm looking forward to that. Ooh,
yeah,
weapons.
and then I'm a high Beathard fan, but one play he did yesterday I did not like. The bootleg to the left.
Yeah.
Pressure was in his face. And he just threw up a Hail Mary.
Uh-oh. Can't be doing that. I bet you Kyle had to talk. Yeah, Kyle had to talk with him about that. You can believe that. We don't.
Yep. It wasn't intercepted, but it was in the hands of a DB, but they dropped it. But that's a big rookie mistake right there. But Hoyer was on point.
Yeah. Saw some of his passes. And Michael was pointing out earlier, he was throwing like laser beams 20 yards away, hitting people in stride. I said, that's good. Man.
He was. Yeah, Hoyer was doing his bootlegs. He was throwing it above the linebacker and behind the cornerback, right on the money to the receiver. It's very nice to watch.
It's like the ball has radar or something. That's crazy. I seen some film of him doing that when he was in Chicago and Cleveland. And that's why I've always said, why do people hate this guy so much? So I thought maybe I didn't see a few games everybody else seen. And now we're seeing, okay, see, he actually can do that stuff. So we'll see how it develops. All right. Hey, Swift, go ahead. You finish that up.
Well, and then real quick before I go, forgot Hoyer was on the Cardinals 2011-2012 season.
Cardinals?
And I remember we were blowing out Arizona. It was a shutout. And then this guy comes in, puts points on the board for Arizona. It was Hoyer. I was like, wow, who is this guy? And then,
okay.
Crazy.
I know Hoyer played for the Cardinals. He may have. He's played for a lot of teams, so yeah. All right.
Yeah, because it was a blowout, and then he scored. I was like, wow, I wanted to get that shutout.
It's always some guy that does that. All right, Swift, talk to you tomorrow on Red and Gold, okay?
All right.
All right, bro. Have a good night. Thanks.
You too.
And we bring in the Iron Sheik.
What's up, Ronbo?
Sal!
What's up, man?
See, Sal, I figured you would not be cheering for Malcolm Smith going down, now would you?
No. I'm definitely a huge Foster fan. But like the thing is, the only thing I'd rather have Malcolm Smith be still healthy.
Yeah.
Is because he could have had that time to learn, Foster to learn a little better of the system from Malcolm Smith, of how he plays and how the system. Yeah, he's on the foul lines. You could tell him some certain things, but the thing is, Foster, I want him to heal 100% before he does a full, just playing like a lot of more, downs. So that's the only thing I'm like concerned about. I just don't want him to overdo it, and but Malcolm Smith is definitely a guy. So that's a huge loss.
Yeah, there you go. See, that's how it's supposed to be appreciated. No cheering.
Yeah.
So no good.
Cheering. No cheering. No, definitely no cheering.
Yeah.
But the Foster, he's definitely right on the wall. Shout out to Lynch, by the way. He put it out there and he dropped to him and he grabbed him again. And it's just like, it's amazing how this new era, this organization is just doing what we need. We wanted for like a long time. And also I just want to give me a favor, Ronbo. Can you just look behind you for a second and see those banners behind you?
Yeah.
Those are 5 Super Bowls. And now Shanahan and Lynch are here for now. We're going to get that 6, 7, 8. This is a great organization. We got depth that we haven't had for a while.
Yeah.
We have the defense. We got the offense. We got the system. And the thing is, Shanny, on his
the leadership
when he was on the press, he said, "I was born a Niner, and I'm still here as a Niner, and I'm back as a Niner." So he's always been a Niner.
It was hashtag faithful then, faithful now. I like that.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's beautiful. Exactly. Thank you.
Yeah.
So that's a great thing. It's a beautiful. Like all these guys coming out, Breida, Jerome, Colbert, our secondary is showing up. Garcon and Goodwin is looking great on the field. But Colbert and Jerome is definitely showing up, and I appreciate that. These guys, 7th round pick, a undrafted player
means
coming
nothing.
in, and it's a beautiful thing. But the only concern I have, is that guard, Garnett, man. He needs. I know he's out for a month. We don't know how timetable is going along, but I really believe that we're going to pick up a guard. That's my concern because with all these other defenses that we're going to play against, we need to fill in. And Fosco, he could be that filler. Zuda, maybe Kilgore, Gilliam. I don't know. Yeah, everybody's down to Gilliam.
No Gilliam. And Gilliam's a tackle anyway. No to Gilliam. Please, no Gilliam. That's why Trent Brown cannot get hurt because Gilliam would be his substitute. And that's not good. Fusco's going to be on the right side, by the way. He's your right side guard. They were going to put Garnett on the left side. So now it looks like it's going to be either Badles And they might move Kilgore over and go ahead and let Zuda center, but they don't like Zuda at the center. Kilgore's actually beating him out. So Zuda could be the left guard.
Oh, yeah, that could be a good feeling, too. Now, someone in the chat room brought it out to me. So if that happens, hey, I want the best man up, next man up, and the guy that's earned the spot. That's what every Niner faithful wants. We just want the next man up to fill in and dominate. There's defensive lines on the other side. So, so Zuda has that experience, Kilgore. Yeah. He's that true center. That's perfect. But I mean, the thing is I want to also talk about is Armstead looking amazing. And,
Wait. Let me hear you say that again. Armstead is what?
Armstead is looking amazing.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Yes.
He's amazing. let me say it a little louder for Trey. Amazing. Shout out to Trey, by the way, all the tag team champs. Shout out to SmackDown. Half the tag team champions, Toby. And then the rest of the squad on the chat rooms. You guys are definitely, by the way, Ronbo, that was a great show. And people like Michael and others, I believe Swift was there.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for, I appreciate you guys going over there, showing, giving us your time and giving us your scoops. We all appreciate that. So thank you about that.
Yeah, I second that. And Nello was there too, but he forgot his headphones because he was visiting his folks. He didn't bring them with him. But yeah, we had a couple people there. So don't forget about Cool. We had Cool Whips too.
But anyway. Oh yeah, Cool. Yeah, thank you, Cool. Yeah. It's amazing. Oh boy, yeah. It's 5 more days, Ron. Well, it's actually 4 more days. Technically 4 more days.
Yeah, don't even count today. Today's finished. Football. Yeah, exactly. 49ers in action against Hostile. I'm telling you, I can't wait for this game. Oh God.
All right. Oh man.
Shink, go ahead.
Before I go and everything, I just want to say, are you doing that live?
Oh, absolutely. I can't be anyplace else but perfect. That. I got man. Oh, that's gonna be just too much fun. I can't stand it. I got man. Every play I can see right now. And don't let Goodwin go crazy in the first quarter. I may have to be sedated. In fact, I should get some medication now, just in case I lose my mind. Just in case.
I'll make sure we got some cam sandwiches, man,
just a few weeks away.
On the side.
All right.
All right, I don't want to keep you too long, man. I know you have other colors, man, but we love what you do, Ronbo. You're the best of the best.
Thanks, Shane.
And there's nobody else. Best place to scoop. And go Niners, and go all the chat rooms, and everybody up and calling in. Thank you, guys. Have a good night.
Thanks, Shane. Looking forward to talking to you tomorrow, man. Have a good night.
Chic out.
Chic out. He's always got a new wrinkle, doesn't he? By the way, and what he's talking about is in your face, at your place. Return the 2017 debut this Friday. Oh man! But this year I won't be able to. Maybe I will. I may be able to go Mac. But he's got to get a touchdown though. All right, Mac's going to be in the second string or third string. I still might. Where are we going next? Let me drop off the question real quick. Should we trade for a guard? If so, who? And these are questions I'll throw at you because I want to get your opinion about Joshua Garnett. No. Wants to know should we trade for a guard? If so, who? Should we trade for an elite corner? If so, who? There's also Nello. And Ken Height wants to know who gets traded before we make cuts. That's an interesting question too. Trading people before you get a cut. I don't know that if you call me up and say, "Hey, yo, Ronbo, yeah, blah blah blah, Cincinnati, man, yeah, okay, Ronbo, I got a cornerback here that I might want to trade, and if you want to offer any assets, okay, who's the corner, man?" Blah, blah. Nah, thanks. You're going to cut him next week. I already know that. All right, get up. No, get up. Okay. See, that's what I'm saying. I always wonder if you can make a fool out of a GM, but if anybody can do that, John Lynch can do it. So, who does he trade? Who's our trade asset? I don't know. Who's on the phone? Simmer's got.
Hey, Ronald, before you go there, I just want to say breaking news. Trent Baalke has signed with the NFL as a consultant.
Yeah, no, I saw that. I didn't want to pick on him today because I didn't want to do things like, you guys thought I wouldn't get another job. I got news for you. I've been picked up by the NFL.
We love it.
49er fans can go straight to hell because I will be watching you. Trent's got a consultant job now. I don't know what that means exactly. What's his job description?
Shout out to MC9er, man. We're going to get the Persian cats from him. Anyways, you guys have a good night. Sorry.
All right, Cheek. Let me one more question here. It's never okay to lose a good veteran player like Smith. This is a simplifying Niners. It's never good to lose a good veteran player like Smith. He's a solid player in this scheme and will be a big loss for us. But you move on as long as Bowman is healthy and we'll be just fine. And yeah, I guess we all got to agree with that anyway, because that is what the case is right now. All right, T-Bone.
Finally. No, I love you,
T-Bone.
Trey.
Are you T-Bone's in Virginia too, I guess. Everybody from Virginia says.
I had to do that.
T-Bone's in the Cincinnati area.
I was reading an article. I can't remember if it was yours or one I read on Facebook, but
Yeah.
John Lynch said he was getting interviewed, and it said that they're going to play the starters longer than anybody's playing the starters in preseason.
Yeah, I wrote that up the other day. Yeah, that's what we get a special extra treat because nobody gets to sit back and relax and assume that you're going to do anything. You're going to come out here and you're going to show us how you fit in the puzzle. And I got a kick out of reading that because, that means we'll get entertainment for 4 quarters. Hopefully nobody gets hurt, but we will get 4 quarters of entertainment of our starters out there. They'll get a lot of practice.
Like we were talking Friday, Malcolm, cut that freaking muscle, tighten and not get back out there.
Yeah. That would be terrible.
They need to show just Ronnie Lott getting his finger cut off.
Yeah,
That's what they need to show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put some duct tape on that chest and get your ass back out there.
Yeah, get back out there. I want to see Reuben Foster starting, but $24 million.
25.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
$25 million.
Yeah.
That's.
and especially, and he's going to be laying up in the hospital. He's going to be rehabbing all year, I guess. Somebody else said, though, something was very interesting. What if the 49ers find themselves in a second round, they get past the wild card, and if they get on, I figure they get into the wild card. What if they gotten past the wild card into the second round? Could they reinstate Malcolm Smith just in case? He hadn't had any workout all year, though, so it wouldn't work. Nah, it wouldn't matter. Yeah, he's done. So, yeah.
But, Ronbo, if we do good this year, and if we don't make all the way in the playoffs, there's so many free agents next year, Ronbo.
Oh, they'll be all over us.
I mean, Le'Veon Bell, DeAndre Hopkins. I mean, there's all kinds of free. They're going to want to come there.
Now,
here.
When you said
49ers,
Hopkins, now I'll take Hopkins. Le'Veon Bell, I wouldn't sign Le'Veon Bell if I didn't have any.
No, he's hurt too much.
Well, not only that, Le'Veon's got mental issues. You always have a problem with the guy that gets busted for the same thing more than once. That is bullshit. How do you get busted for the same thing over again? Do you know that you have life by the short hairs? Would you go for it and stop being stupid? I have a real problem with guys keep getting busted on things.
See, I don't understand all these NFL players that are drinking and driving. You don't have friends that will freaking drive for you?
Yes.
I mean,
come on,
I'll drive for you.
God. And keep your hands off of women. What is with you and women? What is with you guys?
I know.
Oh, that's just ridiculous.
Punch yourself.
Yeah.
Punch yourself in the damn face.
Right. I don't have any sympathy for those dudes. That's just stupid. Drinking and driving and coming into drug testing and, we've sure done. You've been smoking dope and it looks like you smoked just before you came. Who? Me? Come on, you drank the bucket of water. We could see nothing but those little things floating around. And okay, don't tell everybody. That's just stupid. You got a career where you're getting millions. You can't behave? Come on. So
Shit, I'd quit smoking if I was making millions.
Of course you would. Everybody with the right mind would, Shit,
yeah.
Sign me for X amount of millions per year. The dope goes right in the garbage. No. I don't want anybody finding the garbage. The dope gets thrown into the toilet and out of here. They're not going to pin this on me, and I am gaining my $6 million a year. So, and that would motivate you, right? No, not these guys. So that's just a pet peeve with me now. We don't have anybody on the list this year, though, T-Bone. Every year when they turn that list out where certain players will be suspended for X amount of games, we got nobody on that list this year, and I'm delighted.
Yeah.
For a change.
And that thing about Trick Balky, I was reading the article. It said that he's going to be, like, watching replays.
Yeah. Oh, that's his job?
Yeah.
Because I saw consultant. I didn't know in what capacity. So Trent's
he's going to screw us on replays.
Trent better not do that. In fact, he should recuse himself.
You think we've been playing Seattle all year? You know?
Trent's got to recuse himself from any 49er contest. Any other contest, you cannot be involved with any 49er games because there could be some bias. If we find out that we get screwed on the play and Trent was up there making that call, we can definitely protest that. I don't know if it's going to do us any good though. So we shall see. What a job though. You go from general manager to doing replays. Poor Trent.
Well, it said player personnel, and there was like 3 or 4 different jobs he has, but all I seen was the replays, and I'm like, oh hell no.
That's. I thought only officials and refs did that. I what's that guy that always comes in?
That's what I thought too.
Yeah, I guess not.
I thought that too.
What's that guy that always comes in with a suit? They always zoom in on him. That's only for the Thursday. No, he used to be a ref a long time ago, one of the best of all time. Now they've got him in a job where they go to him and they say, Bob. What's his name? Anyway, what was your feeling on the play? Yeah, the officials got that pretty much right. And as I say, if the elbow hits first, and you can see there the knee is hitting first, so that ball's dead right there. You know, they explained to you why the call was right, and everybody in the stands, everybody home, that was a bogus call, man. We're losing the game because of that bullshit call. And then we find out that the call was right. Got to try not to do that.
Yeah, it's like did Des Bryant catch the ball? No, he was
my favorite of all time. Hey, Tebow, did he?
I can't wait though.
Tebow, of that play, was that a bad call or a good call?
That was a good call.
It was a good call.
He didn't have control of the ball.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, because we could go into a room full of people, 10 guys, football guys. I guarantee we could be in there arguing all night.
Oh, I know. Especially cow bitches fans.
Because I wanted them to win that game.
Speaking of cow bitches, Ronbo,
yeah.
I posted a thing on Facebook. It was a picture of like somebody's Dallas Cowboys room, you know, like their man cave or whatever.
Yeah.
So this is what a gay bar looks like on the inside.
Okay, remember what I said before this show. Comments and opinions voiced on this program are not necessarily the reflection of Ronbo Sports. Tebow, you cannot pick on groups. But that is okay. I was gonna say, well, I'm not gonna have anything more to say about that. But Tebow, you go ahead and have a good night, man. I want to move on behind that joke, and we're gonna see you tomorrow night on Red Go Radio. Okay?
All right, go Niners.
All right.
Shout out to Trey. Thanks for the shout out Friday, Trey.
Yo.
And I will see you guys tomorrow.
All right. Oh God! Everything's so politically incorrect.
I love you, Ronbo.
Yeah, you too, Tebow.
You're the best man.
Have a good night.
How's the baseball doing tonight? This is Kyle Shanahan.
I always love when Kyle shows up all of a sudden by surprise. Kyle, appreciate you, man, showing up. That's a great game. That's a great scrimmage yesterday.
Absolutely.
Listen, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do now with you've lost Malcolm Smith? You're starting Will Linebacker. Now, are we gonna vault Reuben right in there? You're gonna stay with maybe Okoye's out, I understand, and also are you gonna put Ray Ray Armstrong in there? What are you gonna do now?
Well, we still have a lot of depth at that position. I mean, you know, Ray Ray Armstrong and Reuben Foster are excellent football players, but we also got Peter Tamapenu, who's been very, very impressive as well.
Hey, I never thought about that. Peter at the Will Linebacker? That could be interesting.
I mean, in college, it's no secret. I mean, the only reason he left so late in the draft is because, you know, he only started 4 games, but he, just like John Lynch put it best, I mean, he rushes the passer like his hair's on fire.
It's one of my favorite things. Oh, listen, Coach, now you got Joshua Garnett, who's out. He was going to be our starting left guard. What is the plan now?
Well, I'm pretty sure we have a guy whose last name is Pusko on the roster at guard.
I thought he was going to start at right guard.
You know, chances are he's going to start, but, you know, we want to bring in more depth, so in case he goes down, we have another guy there. So we're trying to figure everything out and do the best we can to replace Garnett.
Impressive stuff. And yesterday, was it a Brian Hoyer day, Coach? What are you doing? What are you doing with the guys? The receivers are doing weird things out there that our defense is just looking totally confused. In the beginning of the season, the defense was just beating the offense up. Now the offense seems to be taking over. Is that by design? Are those plays scripted? Or what's going on out there?
Well, it's a combination of execution and having the right guys. I mean, what really ticked me off is William McGinnis. He said that we don't have the personnel on offense to succeed. And if he thought, I didn't really have control over the personnel too much in Atlanta or in Cleveland, but now I can handpick my guys and I can put them on the field and I can teach them systems and, get the guys and take advantage of a defense and find their weaknesses and put guys in the best position to succeed. And, Marquise Goodwin has been impressing me very, very much, and I'm glad that's worked out. I'm glad he hasn't gotten injured, and especially Trent Taylor, man. He's doing a great job as well. And Pierre, he already knew the system. And Brian Hoyer, we can argue, this is the first time he's had a full offseason with guaranteed starting job, and that's doing wonders for his confidence. And he's got weapons now, and in other places he didn't have as many weapons as we have here. I believe these guys are weapons because they're doing an excellent job.
I agree with that, Coach. And also, with the situation now is I know you were crazy about Joe Williams, and now all of a sudden it seems like Matt Breida is doing a great job. You're gonna have to make a choice there, aren't you?
Absolutely. We have about 5 capable backs. So, as I said before, these are tough decisions. Being a head coach is never easy because you have to make tough decisions.
Sure.
But we've always made promises to our players that we're going to be upfront with them. And as far as Carlos came in and lost a bunch of weight, I understand. And I think he's trying to convert into a speed back, which fits my system. And I appreciate that commitment that he's made there. And Joe Williams is an excellent running back that we picked in the draft, and I'm glad he's back and committed to football. And Matt Breida has done an excellent job coming in as an undrafted guy, especially Tim Hightower as well. It's going to be a tough decision, and I don't know. I'm not 100%. I can't confirm anything at this point, but as far as I'm concerned, all 4 of those guys could be on the roster.
Sounds good, Coach. Tell you what, we're going to have to move on, but, Coach, appreciate you calling in today, too.
Absolutely.
All right. Have a great night. We'll look forward to you next Friday night. All right. Night, Coach. And we go to Joey. Joey Mahone. Is that Joey Mahone?
Ronbo.
Hey, Joey.
What's
Joey.
up, buddy? How you doing?
Hey, doing all right, man. We're it's gonna get crazy, Joey, man. Like, people are gonna get their nerves gonna go getting really nuts between now and next Friday, man. It's crazy.
Hey, Ronbo. Ronbo. Since you're doing WWE, I have a favorite tag team of my own.
Is that right? Let us hear it.
Generation X. And I remember Triple H would say something, and I'm going to ask you what he would say after he would, talk his talk. You ready?
Yeah, good.
Are you ready? Because I know I am.
Man, and there was another. Oh, okay, I got to come over with that later. We better not get started with WWE because I'll go nuts. I can't talk about those guys enough either. Joey, but
yes, sir.
Let's go with, now. We're worried about Reuben Foster starting, or are we not? Now that we've lost Malcolm Smith.
Let me say this: Reuben Foster was going to start regardless, in my opinion. I think he won the starting job regardless. See, I think you're asking the wrong question. See, there's 3 linebacker positions. I think it's going to be Reuben Foster, Bowman, and maybe even Ray Ray. That's my opinion, though. Like, I don't know who else you're going to put as that third starter. Like, yeah, okay, my opinion, yes. If you're asking me, is Reuben going to start? Yes. My opinion, it will be Reuben, Navarre Bowman, and one other person. Now,
you're talking about the Sam, right?
What's that?
You're with a Sam linebacker, right?
Yeah.
You will Mike and
I'm
Sam.
talking on the.
Yeah. Because you know that Ahmad Brooks is over there, right?
Yeah, but he's
you're ready to move on the ball. I know
he's gonna be able to keep up. I don't know.
They're having trouble keeping up with him. That's a strange thing. Even this year, Eli Harold, he was like almost whining on one interview, saying, "Oh man, I can't do nothing with Ahmad right now." And I said, I would not have said that in your position, Eli Harold. It's like Ahmad is just playing circles around him.
Yeah, you shouldn't say that. That's like admitting that you can't beat out him.
Ahmad
you know
Brooks,
what I mean? That's like
30. How old is Ahmad now? 32.
He's better than you.
Was he 32? Yeah. And Eli can't keep up with him. That's embarrassing. So but Brooks is a hardcore player, and I got a feeling he just takes care of himself in such a way that maybe he can still play. He's still functioning. So Kyle's crazy about him.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So we'll see. And also,
how good does Trent Taylor look?
Trent Taylor, man.
Trent Taylor, how good does he look, man? I love watching highlights of Trent Taylor.
I know it's always something special too. You see that one handed behind it. What do your reflexes have to be like to spin around, behind,
the one hand behind the head? Oh my god!
And then come back, regain your composure because they didn't knock him off balance or anything. It was like a complete spin, and he gets straight and he's still jamming down the field. I said, Trent Taylor's a mutant, man. That's not even possible. And especially to maintain that speed while he caught that ball. That's insane. So, he's amazing.
Hey, have you watched the Trent Taylor film? I don't know if it was like in college. It's on his Instagram. And he was like, it was like a one-on-one versus like a DB. And he made this, made this move. And then he kind of stutter step like he was going to go deep. And then the defender started falling backwards. And then he did a hard cut to the outside. And the defender just it looked like someone broke his ankles in basketball. He literally went one way, his body went the other, and Trent Taylor went to the sideline. I was like, oh.
There's a video out recently that I actually posted up. That one is, but I think that was during last year's Senior Bowl. I don't know if they were just working out or something. Yeah. But Trent did this. He annihilated a guy the same way, and the guy was about the same size. So it wasn't about the guy being too big. He was about the same size as Trent. Trent still did a number on him. Cut to the side. It was textbook. As a quarterback already knew where Trent was going, apparently. As soon as Trent got there, the ball did too. I said, that's pretty crazy. That's an embarrassment if I'm that guy that's covering Trent. It's like I had no chance.
Yeah. What do you say when you get to the coach? Man, I don't know what happened.
Yeah. Well, you know what? If the coach is smart, he knows. Well, you did the best you could. Don't worry about it. There's not very many people on the planet that can actually stay with that kid. It's okay. Try to do better next time. That's all you can say.
I'd love it if that was Richard Sherman.
Oh, wouldn't that be nice?
That happening to Richard Sherman and him going to the sideline.
And he would do Richard Sherman, and Marquise is going to do Richard Sherman as well. I'm looking forward to this. Rich is not Rich of 2-3 years ago, by the way, anyway. So now, and Rich hates guarding small guys. There was a guy in San Diego 2 seasons ago that about the same size with not nearly the moves that Tim Taylor has, and he was just doing a job. In fact, San Diego won that game because of that. He did a job on Rich, and they won the game. So you know what? Rich does not want anything to do with these guys.
You know what would be classic, Ronbo? You know what would be classic? If Marquise Goodwin says, hey, Richard, hey, you want some skates? Maybe you keep up with me. You want some skates?
Or he comes out of the field because Richard Sherman always wants the best guy in the field, right? Hey, yo, Rich, you looking for me?
Yeah.
Let's go. You got to start calling them Hawks out, man. Oh, man. We shall see. Man. Hey, well, just want to close shop here soon. Tell you what, Joey. Hey, Joey, you found Paulie, right?
What's that?
You found Paulie, right? Paulie, because Paul out. You talked to him?
Yeah, I've been looking for Paulie. I told him that, no, I didn't talk to him, but I told him on Twitter, if he wants to know how to.
Yeah, just
give me
just go ahead.
I'll tell him. I know there's several ways.
Well, there's other people talking to him. Everybody but you. So that's what I'm saying.
There's also.
No, Joey, don't go over. Don't go over it now.
If you go to Amazon.com, you can stream all the games for free.
Well, no, a lot of people didn't know that. There you go. Joey just threw it out there. Go to Amazon and stream those games for free. Okay. All right, Joey. Tell you what.
Yeah, Fire Stick. All right, buddy.
Tomorrow night, buddy.
All
right, you too. Yeah. And before we go, I want to remind you, I'm going to go ahead and have a cam sandwich. See, Sheik started me on that. I'm going to have a cam sandwich and then rewind. We'll be starting out in a minute if you still want to talk some more football for another hour or whatever, you know. And, of course, Monday night, 7 p.m. PDT, Red and Gold Radio. You got to have the app in order to tune into Red and Gold Radio. Go ahead and get that Ronbo Sports. It's absolutely free. But, of course, fam, you get that. And remember, I love me some like. Don't forget to hit like before you leave, please. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow night. And countdown to Friday. Kansas City! Yeah! Niners!